Hey you guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and on this topic, you guys, I'm going to talk about how narcissist demons look at you when you do nice things, when you do nice deeds. And I'm just going to make this quick video because I don't have time to edit it, but it's something that you know that I pay attention to when it comes to narcissists. When you do nice things, good things for them, you know, when you forgive them for cheating, when you forgive them for you know, just not being loyal to you and disrespecting you in every kind of way. And when you're not aware of how disrespectful it is when you're being good to people that are being shitty to you, you don't even realize how the narcissist views you, because I guess a part of us feels like if they see our kindness or our ability to truly forgive, right? Forgive them for cheating, forgive them for whatever they do, right? We think that maybe we can save these people, but you don't understand that these people are demonic. They're demonized. And I'm speaking from personal experience because I live it, I see it. And sometimes I'm just like, damn, these people, that spirit that they have is so deep rooted in them. You can't save them because you don't know the bad shit that they've done in their lives. Some of them are homeless. You don't know the bad shit that these people have done to people, and you're sitting here feeling sorry for them, but they don't even really want you to feel sorry for them. If you really pay attention, they don't care. They know when someone feels sorry for them, but they know they don't deserve it, if you know what I'm saying. So I have some neighbors, right? They've made a lot of noise. They're like very demonic. They don't have a life. They don't have a real job. They don't have nothing better else to do. Everything that they have is inherited, and if not inherited, they stole it, really, because the old lady living next to me, she was being taken care of someone by years. And I've already made a video that's going to come out on the narcissist will steal your inheritance. So I have that video coming up, but that's another story. You know what I'm saying? But basically, the narcissists, they all do the same game. So I believe that they barged into this house, right? Because they never took care of this old lady, and she always says she didn't mess with her family. But somehow her family in the end came in and swooped in, right? Hold on a second. You guys might want to rewind this. I mean, fast forward it.
Hi there, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get started for you today?
Hi, let me do an iced venti caramel macchiato upside down with light ice and extra caramel drizzle.
Light ice, extra caramel drizzle, and then upside down.
And that'll be it.
Alright, it's just gonna be $6.25. Thank you.
Alright, thank you. Sorry, you guys, I had to get my little coffee for anyway. So basically, the empath doesn't know how the narcissist views them when you're doing good deeds, right? So I have these neighbors, very demonic. When they moved in, they just, you know, blocking my driveway, doing all the disrespectful things that you would expect a disrespectful person that came from nothing to behave as, like wild animals out in the wilderness. They don't know the type of respect that people have in decent neighborhoods. Like, they don't know, hey, it's not normal to be bumping your music early in the morning, late at night, blocking people's driveways, having they literally talk to homeless people, and like they attract homeless people. See, the narcissist needs to be in control, but they can't control everybody. They can't control people that are working hard for their money. They can't control people that are aware of them, right? So guess what? They like to control the homeless people. They love befriending the homeless people, right? So I'm like, wow, we got some weirdos living next door. Basically, long story short, shit escalated, and these motherfuckers done broke my fucking car window. Anyway, right? So fast forward to recently, they've been kind of quiet, you know, because the mother, the mother passed away, and now the son, the one that broke my window, he's looking stupid because now your mother is gone, and now you spent all this time hating on me and focusing on your neighbors and zooming in on us and slamming doors in the middle of the night repeatedly, where I watched you on camera opening your trunk, opening up your hood, slamming your car door repeatedly like you're possessed, and no one is even bothering you. You're bothering us, but in their mind, you're bothering them because just your presence alone, they know that you're at peace. They know you don't bother no one. They see that you're a peaceful person. So it bothers their demons, right? So as of recently, they've been kind of quiet. You know, mom's passed, whatever. I'm not an evil person. See, narcissists, they're evil people. It don't matter what you go through, what you're going through. You suffer a death in the family, they're still gonna be evil to you. They go through a death in the family, they're still gonna be evil. It don't matter if you get sick, ready to die, they're still evil, wicked people. It's a demon, I'm telling you. They're possessed by evil spirits. I've seen it, I've heard them, they're demonic. It's not even them, it's a demon that took over their body a long time ago, and that's why you keep looking at the physical, and this war is not physical, and that once you realize this is not physical and it's spiritual, it'll make your life a lot better, and these things won't bother you. These things don't bother me, but I wanted to talk about them with you guys. Excuse me while I pay. No, thank you. Thank you. So basically, the other day I went to go visit an aunt or whatever. And when I went to go visit her, I'm telling her, you know, they've been kind of calm lately. They, you know, since mom's died, they've calmed down on all the noise that they've been making. You know, as an empath, no matter how fucked up people do us, you done broke my window, all that, there's something in us that we still want to do good, right? And that's God, right? That's the God in us. And it's almost like we can't control it, where we still want to be good to evil people, as if, you know, and the reason being, it's not even us, it's God, right? It's God, because it's God using us to test these people out. Like, oh, you're evil, look at this person, you know, you like to walk around and be the victim to people so you can get shit out of people. No, this is why bad things are happening, because you had a good person in your life and you played with them, you know. So God is making them aware of the shit that they're doing. And I'm gonna tell you now, they're very much aware. I remember the narcissist would tell me, he would be like, oh, your brother, he knows the shit that he did to you was wrong. And I would be like, what if I speak to him and I talk to him and, like, you know, try to work things out with him or something? He's like, no, it don't matter what you do, he don't care. And I would be like, how can he not care? He's my brother, you know, like, how? He's like, trust me, he does not care. Because they know you're an empath, and no matter how bad, how sick these people are, they know something is in you is too good of a person, right? So the narcissist would tell me, no, they're too good for you. And then he did the same thing to me. So they're well aware of what they're doing. They're not crazy. That's why I've made videos on, you know, the narcissist. They're not fucking crazy. They know what they're doing. They know it's wrong. You know, they just don't care. And then they'll listen to you and speak about your trauma and things that you've been through, and they'll do the shit to you too. Again. So I'm like, okay, he's, you know, they're well aware. That's when I realized when he did the same thing my brother did to me, and it was like some demonic attacks on me, that's when I knew this shit is demonic. These people, it's that sexual, immoral sin in them. It's that nasty perversion and shit. It's something sick in these people, right? It's like evil spirits possess them. You know, the narcissist, he's not even a man. He's like a woman. He got a demonic spirit that's a woman. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people, and even in the like LGBT community who say, oh, I always knew I was a girl. No, you probably had a demon in you for a very long time, and the demon is controlling you. And I know for a fact the demon is controlling you. I know for a fact it's telling you what to do and say. You know why? Because God is the voice in my head, and God is the one who shows me things before they happen. And I know it does not come from me because I don't possess that type of power. But it's my voice, but it's not my thoughts. It's not my conscious thoughts. It's God's consciousness. So they have the opposite. They have demonic beings, right? Let me park here before I go to work. So, and let me drink a little bit of this coffee while I'm messing with y'all. While I'm sitting here talking to you guys. So it's a demonic being, you guys, and we don't really realize what the narcissist thinks of us when we're being nice to them, our good deeds, right? But we kind of get an idea. We kind of get a hint. Let me focus. So, look, another demon. Demons everywhere. This motherfucking demon came and just kicked a box of bottles. I'm telling you, I literally just parked here and it's a fucking 6-pack of beer of glass bottles right next to me in the parking space next to me. Some guy just walks and kicks the fucking bottles. I'm not bullshitting you, bro. Let me show y'all. Look at this. He just comes out of nowhere and kicks the shit. And he's right next to me. He looks at me and then he kicks it while I'm talking about these demons. These motherfuckers are demonic. I'm telling you now. I know this shit for a fact. It's spiritual. How the fuck I'm talking about this and he just do some weird shit right in front of me, look at me and kick a box of fucking bottles? What the fuck I do to you, bitch? Anyway, excuse my language. So that's why I'm, see how it manifested? That's the shit I'm talking about. So the narcissist, you don't know what they're thinking of you when you're doing nice things, right? But you get an idea. I remember when the narcissist, you know, they had cheated on me. I had forgave them. And I remember one morning I'm making breakfast. And he goes, did you put poison in this? And I was like, why would you say something like that? He's like, because I think you put poison in it. It's like they almost feel like they cannot believe that you're such a good person. And I'm not saying I'm just perfect. You know, I've made a lot of mistakes, but when you know better, you do better, right? That's the difference. And deep inside, I know my spirit, I know my heart, and God knows my heart, and he knows what I'm going to do before I do it, right? He knows everything. He knows how I'm going to leave this world. And I would look at him and I'll be like, kind of like, why would you say something like that? And he's like, oh, I'm just saying. Because they cannot believe that after all the sick, nasty shit that they've done to you, the stuff you had caught them doing and the stuff that you don't even know they're doing behind your back, they cannot believe that you're still being a good person to them. So they do not trust you when you do good things for them. So basically all the good deeds you do for the narcissist, they don't appreciate it because they look at it like you're up to something. They look at it like you're trying to be nice to me so you can get me back for what I did to you, right? They don't even understand what true forgiveness is because they're not forgiving people. You pay attention. When you do something to them, they don't forgive you. When they're doing nice things for you, it's because they want something. When they're doing nice things for you, is because they're trying to throw you off before they go for the kill, right? These people are not like you, and this is what I want to keep instilling in you guys, right? So I'm telling my aunt when I go visit her, I'm like, you know, my neighbor's been real quiet. And I said, I'm going to cut my grass this weekend. It's been 2 months since they've cut their grass. I cut it every week or every 2 weeks, depending on how it looks, right? So I tell her, I say, you know, I'm going to they haven't cut their grass in like over 2 months. I don't think they have like a machine to do it or anything. So I told her, I said, I'm going to cut their grass. And let me tell you how God works, right? If you pay attention, everything is right in front of you. It's just most people don't take the time to look at the details of the shit that is happening around them. So my aunt was like, oh, you know, they don't really deserve it, right? Like, they broke your car window. This front windshield that you see, they broke it, the whole thing. I had to spend money on that. $300-400. But because I'm a good person, I don't even like to say that. It sounds like, you know, like I'm trying to be godly and shit, but I know my heart, you know. And I'm looking at their grass. I'm like, their shit look, it makes our street look bad, right? I'm like, I kind of feel sorry for them. You know, you always feel sorry for these people because you know they're sick. You know they got a mental issue, a mental problem. You know they're conflicted. You know they're in hell. You know demons are taking over their body. So you don't, it's almost like you're not really mad at them. You're mad at the sin, right? So I told her, I said, I'm going to cut the grass this week, and I'm just cut not all their grass, but I'm going to cut the piece that's close to me. And, you know, I'm not going to be one of them neighbors that like, I'm only going to cut half of this shit. And really, you could have just cut this whole piece. You could have just, you know, you could have cut this whole piece because it's right here. It's next to your grass, right? Like, it looks almost like you're like, oh, I'm only doing my side. I'm going to edge only around my corner and screw your side when it's not a big deal. And he broke all those glasses, and this homeless man could have had those glasses to recycle. Look, he going around with his bag. These motherfuckers is dumb. You see the dumb shit? This homeless man, look. This homeless man is picking up the glass. You see the bullshit that demon did? He didn't even want my boy to have no damn, and there's demons on the street, and there's demons everywhere. I'm telling you, he didn't want him to have them glass bottles, and he mad. So, you know, so basically, when I get home that day, to my surprise, they actually cut their grass, right? So, like I said, I look at everything like symbolism, right? And I'm like, oh, I wasn't supposed to cut their grass. God didn't want me to cut their grass, because even if I cut their grass, they're going to look at it like she's up to something. Just like the narcissist was like, did you put something in my eggs? And I'm like, why would I put something in your eggs? Like, they almost look at it like, why are you being nice to me? I would have been putting poison in your shit. They're doing cunning shit to you and you don't even know it. They're putting shit in your hair products. They're putting stuff. They're hiding stuff. They're stealing stuff. They're doing shit and it's going under your nose. They're doing things that you wouldn't even think that they would do. They're fucking getting your toothbrush and probably scraping around the edges of the toilet. And they're like, oh, you're making me breakfast? I done brush your freaking toothbrush around the toilet rim because I was mad that you exposed me for cheating, and you ignored me for weeks, and I had to fucking work hard just to get back with you. That's what the demon is thinking. I had to work so hard just to get your energy again. You hear me? I had to work so hard just to hoover you and get your energy again. And they're doing things again, cheating. They're doing the same shit. They're doing even more wicked things to attack you. It's a demonic attack. And you're thinking, I forgave you. Why would you want to hurt me? Why would you want to hurt me? But I'm telling you, the narcissist nearly killed me. You know, my baby died at birth fucking with this demon. It was a demonic spirit. I'm telling you, this person almost killed me. And then they laughed at me. They laughed at my dead baby. They said, that's good that that baby died. It's not my baby. Right? Imagine how I felt. I was broken. I couldn't understand how someone that I could be so good to treat me so bad and want to hurt me that bad. And I saved them from the hell that they were in. Right? Sometimes you got to leave these people in their own personal hell, because even when they think they get over on you, God sees everything. God is just waiting for the right opportunity. Sometimes you're getting the bad karma, but you have no clue that the narcissist doesn't care about the bad karma you're getting, because they know that their karma is going to be worse. They're like, I don't care about what you're going through, because I'm being protected. Because once you're gone, or if I don't have a new supply, shit is going to get bad for me. Quicker than you. You have it better than me no matter what. Because they're in a competition with God. These people are blind. This is why they say, you know, this is why they say Jesus made the blind see. You know, he made the blind see the shit that they were doing, why they were getting diseases, why they were sick. He opened up their eyes to the shit that they did. They had to repent, but the narcissists don't want to repent. But God had to be that voice. It had to be that. God was all action, right? He hung around sinners. He tried to understand them. He knew he was going to be betrayed by Judas before Judas was even going to do something to him. He already knew. And he was still kind. Right? And Judas thought it was weak. He couldn't understand it. He thought he killed him off. He didn't know he was going to resurrect. You can't kill a higher being, a chosen one. You cannot kill us. We're off limits no matter how much we suffer. God allows us to suffer for a reason. Because without suffering, we wouldn't be able to help out other angels and other people that are going to need us. Right? So I'm realizing, oh, they cut their grass. And I was like, well, maybe God didn't want me to cut their grass because he wants me to know. And I told my aunt this. I said, I believe God is trying to tell me not to cut their grass, because even if I cut it, they're not going to change. They're not going to look at it like, oh, our neighbor is a good person, because an evil person wouldn't even try to be nice to us, right? But then again, you got to think about it. An evil person would try to be nice to you again, because they want something. So the narcissist looks at it like, oh, you're being nice because you want something. You want to control me. You're being nice because you want me to bow down to you. You want me to treat you different. You want me to treat you with respect. You want something. You want me to love you. You want something out of me. That's why you're doing good things, right? And I remember even in the end of the relationship, I even told the narcissist, like, you know, when you love someone and you're tied, you got soul ties to them, it's very sick, because you know you shouldn't love them the way you do. But I was kind of like, I love you, you know, I give you my blessings, you know, you want to go be with someone else, like, I just want you to be happy, you know. That's how good the empath will be. Even when these people, you know, take off with other people, something in you just wants them to be happy, because you know they're tormented souls. And even though they leave you tormented, you find joy out of others being happy. Even when you're lonely, you get joy out of looking at families and looking at children and looking at the wonders of life, the shit that's free, right? You enjoy things like that even from a distance, even when you're not capable of having these things, right? But the narcissists, they don't get it. They're demonic. They have evil spirits, and you feel sorry for them, because you know that they're always in hell. They're always getting bad shit left to right. You done seen it. You've experienced it. You done seen their attitudes. They wake up mad in the morning. They're trying to lash out at you. They're trying to lash out at strangers for no apparent reason. They know that the little things that they do can fuck up someone's whole day, and they do it very well, right? So I knew God was trying to tell me, hey, if you cut their grass, they're not going to appreciate it. So it's almost like God didn't want me to do it, right? He's letting me know, hey, don't do it. You're too nice. Stop being nice to evil people. That's your problem. It's something sick in us as empaths, because it's like we cannot stop our shit. We can't control it. So the narcissist looks at it like, what's the difference between you and I? I'm nice to get what I want. You're being nice because you want something, and you're like, no, I don't. No, I don't. But when they don't give you what you want, you'll get mad, right? So meaning that you'll do something nice and you'll say, I don't want nothing out of it. And when they treat you bad again, even though you just did something nice for them, you just paid for something, you helped them out of something really difficult, you came and changed their tire, you went and called AAA to help them tow their car because they don't even got AAA, they're irresponsible, right? You could do many things for these people, and you know in the back of your head they're gonna F over you again, and you'll still do it, and then you get mad. Even though you don't expect nothing back, you get mad because you get frustrated because you just don't understand these people. So the narcissist, when they see that you get frustrated or you're hurt or you're crying, they look at it like, oh, look at you, you're crying because you're trying to control me. Oh, look at you, you're crying because you thought by doing something nice for me, I was going to do something nice for you, or I was going to treat you with respect. Oh, well, what makes you different from me when I'm also only nice when I want something from someone? I also get mad when I can't get what I want. Looks like we all can't get what we want. That arrogance in them, right? They start to gaslight you. They start to project. They don't understand that your frustration just comes from you wouldn't go out your way to lie to people, to manipulate them. You don't go out your way to get what you want, right? They're looking at it like, yes, you are. Yes, you are. But in actuality, you wouldn't even be in their presence. You wouldn't even have a soul tie to them if they hadn't conned their way in your life. So they're making it they're trying to gaslight you almost like, well, you know, you have choices. You don't have to be with someone like me. You don't have to do these things. You don't have to be nice. You don't have to forgive me. You don't have to stick around with me, right? They're constantly gaslighting you. And then they're trying to make it seem like you're manipulating them because you want them to behave a way that they feel like they cannot behave. And then they're looking at you, pointing the finger like, oh, you're trying to control me. You think just by doing something nice, I owe you something. You know, I owe you something. just because you're doing something nice. That's the same thing I do to get my way. I'm nice to people to get my way. So what makes you different from me? So they're gaslighting you. The difference is that you didn't go out your way to be with that person. You didn't go out your way to be their friend if you really didn't like them. You genuinely liked them, or you genuinely grew to love them, right? They went out their way to even be with you, to get around you, and you don't do that to people. You don't go and have sex with people, go out your way to get with them, to manipulate them with bad intentions. That's the difference. But the thing is that the demon is never going to admit that to you. So they're going to keep gaslighting you, and you're basically going to be fighting with yourself, because the demon wants you to fight with yourself. And what the demon will say is, you're fighting your own demons, but the only demon is them. So God was telling me, if you cut the grass for these people, right? Because I came home out of all the months that they didn't cut the grass. The day I decided I'm going to cut their grass, I don't care. It looks ugly. I know we don't get along, but I'm going to still do it. Right? The moment I decide to do it, they decided to cut their grass. So I looked at it like a sign from God. That's how I look at things in life. I pay attention to everything. You know, that's the game of life. It's a game. I said, God is telling me, don't do it, because they're not going to change. If anything, it's going to bring more attention to you again, and they're going to start fucking with you. So basically, I didn't do it, but today I was like, you know what? Because it was time for me to cut my grass. And while I was cutting my grass, I said, it's not going to hurt me to just cut that piece, right? So I cut that piece, lined it up, edged it up, got my blower, blew everything, make sure everything was nice and crisp. And you know, and I'm continuing cutting the inside of my grass. And then the neighbor comes out. They don't even acknowledge me, right? I already knew they weren't going to acknowledge me, because God had already told me that narcissists, they look at you like you're stupid, right? God had already told me, like, they're not going to change. If anything, you know, you're probably going to wake up their demons. They're probably going to get mad. So then, you know, it's always something in us that we just want to have faith in these people. We feel like the more good we do to them, maybe one day they'll repent and they'll realize their mistakes, right? And maybe that'll make them a better person, even if it's not to us, to others. Because you know that no one deserves that. So, you know, I ended up cutting it, not thinking nothing of it. I cut it real quick. And then, like I said, they didn't even acknowledge me. They didn't even say anything. They gave me like a nasty look, like a nasty face. And I already knew. I said, these people are demonic. That's what it is. There's no amount. You can't be kind to people like them, because they think you're stupid. And then they go back to hating on you, because they hate. You got to think about, this is the Antichrist. He hates good. So when it sees you, it's attracted to you when it sees you do good, but it's only attracted to you because it wants to break you. It wants to break your spirit, right? It wants to break your spirit. So I knew already, you can't expect nothing from these people. They're evil. I wasn't expecting a thank you or nothing. I thought maybe they'll give me like a little nod, like I see you, you know, or a little smile with the eyes. No, it was just full evil rage. I said, oh yeah, these people don't change. They're that's the difference. We're capable of forgiving and we're capable of evolving. They're not. They're stuck there because it's a demonic entity that's been inside of them for a very long time. They've done a lot of shit, that they've crossed the line too many times. And that's the thing we don't realize. Sometimes, you know, you think, oh, the new supply. No, the new supply is nothing but a fucking meat suit that has to take on the fucking baggage of years of shit that they've done to other people, including you. And that's sick itself, to drag another person into your bullshit world. You might as well just be alone and not fuck with nobody, because you're sick, and you're aware that you're sick too. You're aware of your bad karma. So it's sick of you to even exploit another person and bring somebody else into your shit, being self-aware of the shit that you're doing, the bad karma you got on you. So basically, you know, I already knew. I said, these people are demonic, so there's no going back. I ended up, you know, going to sleep. I took a nap. Maybe like an hour later, they start making noise. They start banging. They start hitting the wall hard as hell. Like, not my wall, but they were hitting the floor. They're doing something with the car, and the car is parked on their driveway, which is next to my bedroom wall. There's a wall between us, right? So if they're banging on their floor, it's vibrating onto the wall. And they're banging. And I said, those are the demons. I woke up the demons in them when I cut the grass. Right? That's why God was telling me, you cannot do nothing nice for these people. Once you know they're evil and shit, you can't do nothing nice, because it's something in us who just wants to keep being nice. But at some point, when they cross the line, it's almost like, because we're living in the physical realm and we're not seeing the spiritual realm, that we almost not confuse ourselves, but we let our guard down, because we don't see the spiritual realm the way we should. It's something in us, because we've been like this for a very long time, where we kind of let these demons do what they want to do, and we kind of keep forgiving them, and we grew into these patterns of forgiving narcissistic people, right? We've been in that little, you know, hellhole for so long, forgiving, that we don't realize that God tells us to stop. And it's something in us that just wants to keep being good. God keeps showing us. That's why we went through what we went through, because God wants us to know to stop doing it. Because how are we supposed to let God do his work if we keep trying to bless the narcissist when God is trying to fuck them up, right? Excuse my language, but it's the truth. So he basically, you know, had an attitude. I was like, okay, it's expected. Now he's banging. And I said, don't say anything to them. Act like you don't even hear it, right? So, like I said, I went to work early in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. Now I'm home. I cut the grass. I did a lot. I used my day. I made sure I used up as many hours of the day to do something, right? So I wore myself out, and I went to sleep even with the banging noise, and eventually I kept hearing the banging in my dreams, and it gave me a headache, and I woke up and I said, oh, the banging is still going on. So now I'm mad, I'm reacting, I'm like in the house pissed off. My vibration is my vibration's coming down low. And then I said, oh, that's why God told me not to do, you know, he gave me a warning not to do it, because all you're doing is waking up their sleeping demons when you do nice things. So what do you think what does the narcissist think of you when you do nice things to them? They think that they hate you. They think that they want to kill you. They want to hurt you. They're demonic. All you're doing is waking up sleeping demons that might be there. The demon might be awake or it might not, but if the demon has been sleeping, all I did was wake up the demon when I cut that grass, because out of nowhere they're back to doing the same noise. And then when I leave the house, because I'm mad, I'm frustrated, right? So I leave the house. I said, I'm gonna find something to do. I'm gonna go and get me a coffee. I'm gonna go and try to make some money right now and make myself productive, be productive, even though I've been up since 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, the hustle don't stop. See, when I was with the narcissist, they wasted a lot of my time. I don't waste my days. I don't waste my hours the way I used to. So I'm like, let me get back to this money, because let me find something to do, because I got to get some work done, because I can't be at home with all this banging. I got a headache. I haven't really slept as much because I've been grinding so hard, and everything that I do, I don't do it. Everything that I do, I don't do it for myself. I do it for my family. I wear myself out, but I do it for my family, because I want my family to have nice things. I want my family not to stress about money. I don't want to stress. I've been stressed when I was with the narcissist. I was stressing about everything when I was with them. I was stressing about everything, but God is always making a way for me. He's always putting me in position where he's just making miracles. He's putting good people along my way. And I know that what was holding me back was the narcissist. They were the ones bringing negative energy and negative vibes into my life. Oh my God, look at this cute little kitty. I want to take it home. I always want to take stray cats. Oh, he's so skinny. He's a baby. Hi. Come over here. I want to take him, y'all. I'm like, come over here. He's so skinny. So, I don't want to record this lady, but she all in front of the camera. Yeah, so you guys can rewind that. Fast forward that. But yeah, so God was telling me, nothing you do all you're doing when you're doing nice things for narcissists is you're waking up their demons. That's how evil and wicked they are. When they see peace, I'm telling you now, I've been attacked by several demons today, right? Early in the morning, I ran into someone working at Amazon warehouse. Bad attitude. You're miserable. If you're miserable, if you don't like your job, if you don't like your life, change it. But don't take it out on other people. You're mad because I'm peaceful. I'm drinking my coffee early in the morning, and you're miserable. You're mad at people that are peaceful. If you pay attention to these people, you could be doing nothing, and they'll start mumbling shit underneath their breath out loud. This bitch you know what she said? She goes, this bitch doesn't know what she's doing. And under her breath. And the old me back in the day, or when I was with the narcissist, because they're a bad influence on you, I would have reacted. I would have been like, excuse me? What did you say? But because I know that there's no point on talking to a demon, because that's what they are, there's no point on even saying excuse me, because you know what, the demon it's like a sleeping demon. It's gonna react. It's gonna get mad. It's gonna start talking crap. It's gonna start cursing you out. It's gonna try to destroy your property. It's gonna kick your car. It's gonna break your window. You cannot react to these demons. So when she left, you know, I said, you have a good one. Like nothing. Like I didn't hear her say anything. I said, you have a good one. And I could see the hate in her eyes. Like I couldn't break her. I couldn't break her, right? So the demons tried to attack me several times. I came home, cut my grass, and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm not letting these demons get to me. But I'm telling you, because as much knowledge as I have, sometimes you get tired of these people, right? I came home, cut the grass, started giving me the evil eye. You know, that's letting me know you're demonic. Then started banging, making noise, banging on the damn floor really, really hard. You know, freaking walls are shaking. I said, oh, the demons. See, the demons want you to commit sins. And I'm telling you, I'm good, but I'm not perfect, because my human nature still gets upset, still gets irritated, still get angry. For the most part, I don't stay mad, right? I might get irritated for a little bit, but I know, hey, this demon's trying to piss you off. You need to shake this shit off, because it's looking for a door to open. It wants to come. It wants its friends, its demonic friends, to use you as a host. So this is why they attack. This is why they do stuff right in front of you. You know, earlier I put my emergency lights on, and some car comes from behind me and it blows the horn really loud. And I'm like, it's no traffic. You could have just went around me. I put the emergency lights on. How do you know? Maybe I have a flat tire. Maybe my car's not working. You don't know. I got the emergency lights on, but there's no traffic around me. You could have easily went around, but he blew the horn so loud, right? Nothing but demonic spirits. Even while you're in traffic, they're swerving around you like maniacs. They're getting mad because you don't want to go 80, 90 on the freeway. You don't want to get a ticket. You get on the slow lane, and the demon is going to get on the slow lane right along with you and go bumper and toe to toe with you. They're everywhere. I'm telling you, they're everywhere. And a lot of those people, guess what? They're celebrating Easter Sunday. They're going to church. They're talking about God bless you. They're saying all these nice things. They know how to talk that good game. They know how to make you feel like they're just like you. But they're not. Because everything that they're doing it because they want something out of you. That's the empath's frustration. You don't want nothing out of people, but they look at it like you do want something from them, because they're like, you want me to be good, but like you want me to be good for real, not for fake. And then they gaslight you, and they're like, oh, that doesn't make you any different from me. If anything, that makes you weak, because I know how to manipulate better than you. They look at you like you're no different from them, when you are, because you're chosen and they're not. Because you're chosen, because you don't want nothing. You don't prey on people, because you truly are forgiving when you forgive. You truly love when you love. You know? They're nothing but demonic spirits. I remember sitting in front of my aunt's lawn. You know, she has that perfect green grass, and I kept, you know, first an Asian lady walks in front of us, and she has her dog pee on the freaking grass right in front of us, and we're sitting in front of the lawn in some like summer chairs, right? She has her dog peeing in front of her in her lawn, and I said, that's rude. You know, like I wouldn't allow my dog to pee in front of someone's grass. I just think that's rude. You're drawing their grass, and you're making it a hot spot for other dogs to come and pee. So then another lady comes, and she does the same thing. The dog starts peeing in the same spot. And I said, that's the second time while we're having a conversation. So I tell the lady, like, in a joking manner, and I'm like, I said, hey, I don't use your house as a bathroom, right? And she gives me the nastiest evil stare. And she, instead of apologizing, she looks at me like I offended her, like I did something to her. And I said, girl, it's nothing but demons. Nothing but demons. I said, how the hell 2 people came and did the same thing right in front of us, and we're sitting in front of your house, and they're right in front of us with their dogs peeing in front of your grass. So I had bought her like a little sign off of Amazon, and I mailed it to her on Amazon Prime, and it basically was like, no poop, no pee, you know, and she put it in front of her grass. But these demons, right, they act like they're not doing nothing wrong. That's the sick part of it. And if you say something to them, they're gonna look at you like you're the narcissist, because they're nothing but gaslighters. They're gaslighting you, you know. And these are different type of demons in these people. You don't really know. Some of these people are like, they got it's like they're children. They're Satan's children. So, you know, I just wanted to come on here and just make a video on this because, you know, God, I feel like God put this in my heart to say, because he gave me the warnings. He told me not to do it, because it just so happened when I was going to do a good deed, I didn't have to do it after all, because they did it. And then weeks passed by and I decided I'm still going to do it even though God told me not to. And then boom, now I'm dealing with the bullshit again. Because narcissists look at you doing good deeds as you being stupid. It's nothing but a sleeping demon that you're waking up. They look at you like you're trying to manipulate them. They look at it like, why would you do something nice for me? You're up to something. You're up to something, bitch. So now I'm going to get you. Now I'm back to my old ways, because if you're trying to manipulate me. You're trying to play mind games by doing something nice so that I can be nice to you. But you're not really a nice person like you claim you are. I'm going to start making noise again. And if you get mad or upset, or you leave your house mad, because I left. So he knew I was pissed because I left. And the reason he knew I was pissed is because it just so happened when I leave, you stop making noise. You see how the demon works? It's making noise. It's making noise. You leave because you don't want no parts of their shit. And now they stop making noise, but they wouldn't stop making the noise while you're there. It's nothing but demonic attacks. So they're looking at it like, oh, you're up to something. You're just being nice because you want something. But I bet you if I start making noise and doing the things that make you mad, you're going to go back to getting mad at me. So that means that you didn't change and you're trying to manipulate me. So they don't see the shit that they're doing that's wrong. They're not going to take accountability. They're not going to look at the nice deeds that you do as you being a good person or nothing. They look at it like you're trying to manipulate them and you're up to something and you're trying to get them back. And they're crazy. They're sick people. I'm telling you now, they have a mental illness. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. These people live in nice houses, have good jobs, but they're getting their dogs to piss in front of your yard every day. They're not pissing in their nice green grass. They're coming to your nice green grass to turn it gray. They're coming to piss on your grass because the grass ain't greener on the other side for them. So they got to come and piss on your green grass. You hear me? So, you know, I gotta get off this phone, you guys. But I wanted to come on here. I really, you know, I spoke longer than I should. There's probably gonna be parts on here you guys are gonna have to fast forward because I was doing too much. But I hope you guys got the message. When God shows you, hey, stop being nice to this person, They have an evil spirit. They're possessed by an evil spirit. It doesn't matter what you say and what you're doing. This evil spirit is out of control. It's speaking in a different language. It's speaking in tongues. It's speaking in tongues. It's speaking a different language that don't even make sense. The shit that they do not make sense. They're crazy people that don't make sense, and it don't matter how sane they look, how smart they look, how they try to make it seem like, oh, I went to college, I got a degree, oh, I did. It does not matter. They're sick individuals. I don't care if they're a therapist, a teacher. I don't care if they're a CEO. They are demonic spirits. There's nothing but hate in their heart. And anything kind that they do, it's for manipulation. So guess what? When you do good deeds, they look at it like you're trying to manipulate them, and you can't prove them wrong. You can't. They're like, what's the difference between you and I? You're doing the same thing I'm doing. You think because you're being nice, I should bow down to you. That's the same thing I do. I do nice things so people can bow down to me. You just don't like the things that I do. You just don't like the things that I do to manipulate. We're just different. We're just different. They are sick, you guys. So I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace, and your healing. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you guys want to book a session, book a session. My information is on the description, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.